Hello and welcome back to my recommissioning of my Norco fluid FS3. So far you've seen me sort out the dry train, redo the check the bearings in the wheels, put new sealant in the wheels and the tyres, fit new valves because the old valves are getting a bit gunked up, and sand down the discs, give them a lot of sanding. And the wheels are now done and ready to go back on the bike. But before we put them back on the bike, we need to sort out the brake pads and the head tube bearings or stem bearings, or whatever you want to call it. We all call it different things, but hey, you know what I mean. This is coming from, like I've said before, from a home bicycle mechanic. So we're going to do the brake pads first, then we're going to do the head bearings. So let's get cracking. Rear brake pads. Right, what I do, I'll take out the pads altogether. So I use Hope brakes, which are very nice. They look very flashy. I do like them. They look quite sexy. I'll get these off. Well, it's a bit of a weird light, isn't it? That's a bit better. I'll get these brake pads out. We'll go give them a light sand and pop them back in. We shouldn't need to bleed the brakes because there's plenty of bite on them. Now they're just a bit there is where it's been left outside underneath the tarpaulin, as I've mentioned. So let's get cracking. See you in a bit. So let's get these pads out. On the back of these is a little clip which I've just taken out. A bit of a pickle. Sorry about the dog in the background as well. He's having a bit of a stretch. You know, he wants to show off. Then there's literally, you can get rid of this clip so I don't lose it. For some reason the clip's gone missing on my rear one. But that don't matter. They're bolted in quite well. So little Adam bolt, crack that off, pop that out. This is the same for the front and rear. The Hope E4 brakes. These are pretty good. So not only do they look good, but they stop really good. Also I should be wearing gloves, but I've just cleaned them. I'm not actually touching the pads themselves as such. Oh, you pickle. So there we go. That is why we're going to give them a little bit of a sand back. So it's having to buy more. Like I said, I've put hardly any miles on this bike because unfortunately, well, I won't say unfortunately, it's all good stuff, but it's just, there we go. Look. So pop them up here, a bit of sandpaper, clip to one side, so that will be, I'll just take out the front ones. Rears are exactly the same, so I'll go and pop the rears out, then we'll give them a sanding together. Don't need a lot, just literally take off the lower rust. It's all you've got to do. Right, let's go and get the rears off, and I'll be back in a second and we'll do this. So, pads are out. You can see I put COVID condoms on. Oh gosh. What we're going to do, we're literally be wearing a mask when you do this as well. There you go. Let you just wipe it over like that and the corners. That's what I do. I've done it before, not had any issues. Worked a treat. And again, don't go to do silly things like spraying WD-40 on them and stuff like that. It'll make it worse. They get saturated into the pad. Look at that, look. There we go. That's the rears done. Let's do the fronts. They seem to be the worst ones. Look at that, like new. As you can see, Not really used these much. Not at all. Like I barely, when I bought the bike, but Lydia bought me the bike not last summer, summer before. I've barely done hardly any miles on it. Just not had the chance. But I'm sure we will do soon. Anyway, there we go. Rear pad's done, front pad's done. All ready to go back on. I can see a bit of rust around the edges there. I'm not going to worry about that too much, but look at that, look, all that rust off. Let's go and pop them back on the bike. So the way you pop them back on is exactly reverse, so I won't video it. Let's just get cracking, get it on, bish bash bosh, done. Then we'll do the steerer tube for this part of the video, or steerer tube bearings, stem bearings, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, catch you in a second. The Unite stuff won't take it off completely. We'll just drop it down a bit, have a look, see what it's like. If it's awful, then obviously I'm going to have to strip it down. But I'm hoping, because it's been under tarpaulin, it should be okay. I just might add a smidgen of grease, be on the safe side and smear it around. But we shall see. Let's get cracking. So I've just started taking it off. I noticed a bit of rust already in now, so I might just whip it off quick. It won't take much. Bit of dirty, greasy rust in there. So I'm not going to do a full strip down as such. I was going to literally take it out, have a look, and go from there. I've already started getting that off. There we go. So let's pop that stem cap off. I'll set up the tripod in a minute so you can view from the tripod. You don't have a risk of falling arse over tip then, do you? Stem cap off, bars off. Like I said, I won't do a full strip down, so it's just a pain in the bum. Hopefully I won't have to anyway. That. I'll pop that there we go. Yeah, look, bit rusty, so pop out the forks, give it all a wipe over, and go from there. Hopefully I won't have to take the wheel or the cabling off. It's literally just to wipe it and then put it back. So let's get the old tripod out, get you set on the tripod. Bit easier for me then, ain't it? Handlebars are off. Let's get a rag. Might get a pick on that in a minute. Bit of rust on the bearings, but again, we'll sort all that out. Let's see if I can pop that somewhere that's not going to try and run away. Get my stepfather's special grease. Put it on the stem. Probably don't need it all on there, but you know what? As you've seen, I like my grease. There we go. Look, that's shaft action. Whoa! Pop it in. Nicely lubed up. Whee! I like you wobbling about again. There we go. That's that bit done. Whilst that's all out, I'm going to clean these up, re-grease these. Makes sense. got it all apart, might as well do it. Bit of grease. Yeah, probably way too much grease, as I keep saying. I apologise. There we go. Put that bit on. Bit of grease around now. Oh. Voila. Now, hopefully this will all go back together. Just pinch it up for now. Won't do it too tight because obviously I've got to realign the bars, which I'll do after the grips. Right, let's get cracking the grips and we are done, boys and girls and thems. Then we'll give it a wipe down. Let's turn you around here. Face this ugly mug of mine. Must have bent down for it. So, majority of it's done. All the maintenance side of things is done. Quite happy with it. It's nothing too concerning because, like I said, it was covered up. It just needed a bit of a tinkering, I think. Bit of a look over. Like I said, I'm not going to do the forks because I don't know these forks. It's something I need to look into, and the rear shock and the linkages. They're probably the main bits that I'll probably need to be looking at, but still, everything seems to be working fine. It seems to stop okay. The only way to really find out is take it out on a ride, and I'll try and take it out on a good ride, but somewhere fairly tame where I'm less likely to die. So let's get these grips on, then we'll give it a wipe down with the old muck off shine stuff. Yeah, can you guess what grips I'm putting on yet? Because these are the old grips. Can you guess? If you'd like these grips, comment in the box below and I'll send them to you. If you're in the UK, that is, anyway, I'll send these to you for free. So, time has come to fit the grips. Have you guessed what I'm fitting yet? Have you guessed? Have you guessed? I forgot to pick them up tonight to show you. Have you guessed what grips I'm fitting yet? So grips I'm going to be fitting to my bike. Odie's Van Waffles. Exactly the same as what I've got on. They're just newer. They're just a newer version, and much less scratched up. So I'm going to fit these on. Remember, if you'd like the old ones and you live in the UK, let me know. Comment in the boxes down below and I'll pick some at random and I'll send them to you. Only if you live in the UK, because I still need to send the other ones off yet. Still need to find a winner for those. And but yeah, this would be easier to do it this way. Some comments in the box down below. I'll send you a pair of well used Vans Waffles Odie grips. Anyway, let's get cracking. So yeah, it's literally done that one already. I'm probably going to take 10mm off the bars as well, but again, you've seen me do this. Actually, go and find a video and I'll put the bloody Allen key. So anyway, you've seen me do this. Maybe if you haven't seen a video, there is a video. I'll try and add the link in the description somewhere. So yeah, I'm going to fit new grips, cut the bars down 10mm, maybe 15, and give it a clean up, take it out for a blast. I'll try and add some pictures of it. Obviously there you've seen it. done. Voila, new valves as we saw earlier on, all cleaned up, all stops, brakes are fairly aligned. I think we'll go to bed them in. New grease, and ready to rock and roll. Get back out on the road. Well, not necessarily the road, but get back out on the trails. And so yeah. Anyway, if you're enjoying the video, subscribe. Doesn't take long. Just press the old subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up. Comment in the box down below. Remember, if someone's a comment in the box down below wanting these grips, as long as you're in the UK, send me an email as well. And well, what I'll do, I'll comment on your, I'll reply to your comment. You send me an email, because it is in my YouTube page, my email, or a email for us, and we'll get these sent off to you if you're in the UK. So we are done for now. Thank you very much for watching again. Probably bored you silly. Probably thought, what's that short fat man jabbering on about? So anyway, I'll see you soon. Always wear a helmet. Goodbye.